Hello shippers out there, welcome back to the channel, and in this video we are going to wire the top section. And before you do that, I'm suggesting you guys to put the ceiling here, because we are going to have some circuitry up here in the ceiling itself. So here, from this redstone dust, this is why we need this. We have to have redstone dust up there, and then redstone up here once more time, with one up here, with two like this. And we are going to go up again by one block over here. And then here we are going to place another slab so that it doesn't butt power that. And then same on this thing, place like this. So that's going to be the side piston, so on this side. And then here you just want to place a staircase up until here with your block like this. It's actually incorrect, you just want to place like this and like that. No, here like this, up, and then your slab up here again, and then from here you just want to connect it, make an L shape like this, connect it to this side, and you just also want to place a block so that it also powers the middle piston right there. So here we already have the top blocks, and you just want to create the triple piston extender. And to start things off, you just want to place a redstone torch on the side of this. Place a repeater set of 4 ticks here, here, and then block like this. And then over here you want to place another redstone dust with a block, with a piston in a block. This is going to create the 1.5 tick pulse to extend the piston over in this block right here, so that it extends and retracts, so it does not spit its block. So that's actually important. And to create this, you just want to place your, just do this, ceiling blocks again like this, and then from here you just want to place a repeater set into 2 ticks here with a block again, and this the side of it, place a redstone block and place a piece of piston, sticky piston there, and then a block, redstone dust, and a node block to update the piston right here. And you should place a repeater set of 4 ticks, and then an observer facing downwards and a block. So this is why the reason we can't have a redstone dust over here. It's in this side because yeah, it's going to get powered, and this is going to be messing up. So you just want to place, yeah, it's extended, place a repeater set of 1 tick right there. Corrections, this needs to be 1 tick, and we need to extend the pulse for that piston up here so that it doesn't retract instantly. So we're going to have a repeater set of 4 ticks, another 4 tick, 4 tick, and 1 tick. That's going to be your pulse extender. Oh, and then here we're just going to place 2 like this, actually 3. Repeater set to 4, 4, 1. With a sticky piston right here with an observer facing into this side, in the inner side. And then down below here you just want to place your redstone, you want to place piston with an observer facing inwards. It might actually going to power this actually, but that's actually fine. Oh, okay, so this needs to be slab so that it doesn't butt that, sorry. So you just want to update this piston like that. Good. And then here you just want to place redstone dust and safety repeater, and this is actually going to retract, so that is going to redirect this redstone dust and not going to mess up this piston. And one thing that you need to remember is that you have to use redstone dust, because if you have a block, that's going to update this piston, and this is going to mess up. So we are not done yet. We need a pulse to retract this piston in this block right there. So you just want to place your sticky piston, place an observer, face a repeater set it into 2 ticks with your observer facing upwards, 2 of them facing upwards, and 3 like this, into 2 and 2 facing into the redstone dust there. And this redstone repeater has to be set into 2 ticks, and hopefully I have got everything right. Okay, I haven't got anything right, and let me just check real quick. And the reason it broke is because I forgot to place redstone dust over there. Same like on this side, it's going to be redirected when the redstone block is over here. It's not going to power that thing, so it's not going to be any problem. So here it's actually going to be top triple. Wait until all the piston movements are not heard anymore, and You can see that everything closes synchronously, and that's really amazing. So now we're going to go to the last part, and it's the bottom circuit. Before we start for the bottom circuit, we are going to create the circuit that is going to create to make the block swappers here. So you just want to place a target block with a redstone torch above it. Place a redstone block in front of this piston, and that is going to be this side done. You can see like that. And on this side, we actually don't need to use redstone target block. We just need to use a regular block with this right there. And you might be thinking that I'm going to use an entity in this door. No, I'm not. This is going to be something really amazing in this door. So you just want to have things like this, 4 blocks with a sticky piston down below there. And here you're just going to place your block. A piston there, a redstone dust on top of a block, and then a slab with the redstone repeater set to 1 tick. Just want to place your redirector, or what is this? This is called the detector rail. Yeah, you just want to place your detector rail over here. That's going to redirect that redstone dust. That's not going to be a problem. But the way we are going to create this piston door really fast is by doing a thing that's what it's called a redirection bud. So redirection bud is actually basically so we're going to extend this like this. We're going to yeah, no problem. So we're just going to do this. We actually haven't set that to be working just yet. We're just going to do this, power it immediately. So right here is actually powered, but we are not going to be able to have this stay powered, so we have to redirect this redstone dust, and that is going to immediately retract this thing when it receives a block update. So we're going to, that triple is going to push down, and that's going to get the block over here, and that's going to instantly retract. That's what makes this door really fast, so that the bottom can extend, can retract as fast as the triple opens. So we just want to do this. You can see like that immediately does that. And yeah, we don't actually need to care about that just yet, because it's actually powering the node block that's going to stop this piston getting updated. So yeah, we're going to power this at the exact time that it's not going to mess up that. So here I'm going to place an observer like this, 2 of them like this, 3 of them in fact. We are going to use this for later, so we're just going to place it now. 1 tick repeater. We just get out here, and then over here we just want to place your block, 4 tick repeater, and a repeater set to 3 ticks with a redstone dust inside of it. So that's going to create this side's block swapper. On over here, you just want to say have the same 1 tick over there like that. So as you can see, it's going to do that. And yeah, this is going to make use for the opening, and that's going to just push all the blocks up. And like that. Good. And before we are going to do this, we just need to do a little bit something different. It's not going to be the single pistons. We are going to create the part of the double piston extenders, place observers like this. That's going to make for later uses. You just want to place an observer facing downwards over here. Here. Observer facing downwards, and then an observer facing inwards. Like no. Let's just whatever. We should not do it now. Repeater set to 1 tick, and repeater set to 2 ticks with a redstone node block. And here is going to be the place we are going to place the repeater set to 3 ticks, and here is going to be the place where we're going to place an observer taking an output from the observer, and then down below, and then inwards. And this needs actually to be placed on the redstone observer, and then here you're just going to place your block redstone with an observer repeater set to 4 ticks like this. So at the moment we already have the side the block swappers, and these are actually going to be as the pulse extender, so that it doesn't open it doesn't close immediately. So from here you just want to place your 2 blocks like this and place repair set to 4 ticks, 1 tick here, and then piston observer facing upwards with a solid block on top of it. And over here you just want to place repair set into 4 ticks, the observer facing inwards and observer facing up. And this is actually going to be making for our later purpose. No, this is actually wrong. Over here, and then observer and up there, and then from here you just want to place an observer taking an output from that piston with a repair set to 1 tick. So right here we almost have our full closing, no, our full opening. We're going to place 4. You're going to pull this thing, and you just need to place a solid block over there so that it can pull. And this piston is going to be the next thing we are going to wire. And let me just think real quick. Yeah, actually before you test the opening, you just want to place target block there, repair set to 2 ticks here, and then your slab here, and then block, slab, because we are going to have repair set to 1 tick there, and then repair, redstone dust, and then dust here, and then another dust here with a block here. That's going to pick up the block. So hopefully we already have the opening done, almost. You can see like that. We only need to be to have the double piston extension pulse, and so we are going to make it work next. So I have just reset the door, and so this is why we need these many observers. So we're going to place block over in here with the piston, with the piston there. Place node block. Where's node block? Node block. Am I right? Yeah, node block here with another observer with redstone block. So currently the door is closed, so this needs to be over here. So this actually acts as a toggle. So yeah, this needs to be, this is actually wrong. This needs to be altered like that, so that we are going to have a dropper and a hopper, as you guys know, because we are going to have a double piston extender that is really fast. As you guys know, the double piston extender that uses a 240 mechanism is not really fast for us. It is really slow, and we can't have that working. So instead we are going to have the 3.5 tick pulse double piston extender like this, observer here and a block here. So this is actually going to be the full opening right here. Wait a minute. Oh, I forgot to place the item inside here. So let's just reset the door real quick. We haven't gotten our closing just yet, so just destroy the blocks over there and then just put it back. Then here, you can see that it's really slow. The opening is really slow, and that's because the final retraction is actually budded, and a budded piston gives a 1.5 tick pulse, which is not what we needed. We need something faster, and that is a 0 tick pulse. So we are going to create what is called the 0 tick pulse. That is really amazing, right? Here, 2 tick repair, and then another piston here, piston there, and then node block. No, not a node block. What is it? An observer, yeah. Here place a block, and here place a block like this, L shape. And we're gonna place, come on. Just grab redstone dust there. And this actually need to be placed on a node block. That is going to be very useful for our last pulse. For the closing, you just want to place our 2 tick repeater there. And then you just want to place a block, regular piston, sticky piston, observer facing upwards, block, redstone dust, and a sticky piston. So right here we have gotten our 0 tick pulse generator. So if I fire a 1 tick pulse into this 2 tick repeater there, that's going to give our 0 tick pulse. Actually, I haven't actually tested if we can use a piston. yeah, we can actually use a piston, so that's actually good. So this is so if you guys see again that this piston is actually budded in the retraction, and is if we just quickly remove the power from this observer, that is going to quickly cut the signal and create a 0 tick pulse on the piston. So we are going to cut the 1.5 tick pulse, and that is just enough time that we need to this door to be synchronized. And as you guys can see that this piston is going to be ruined. This observer is not going to be back in place, so you just want to place a regular piston. And luckily enough, you can detect output from a 0 tick pulse on redstone dust, so you can just reset it like this. So believe it or not, this is going to be your full opening, all done and synchronized. Oh, actually this is actually wrong, because yeah, we need this to be 4 ticks. No, we can actually use regular piston here. That appeared that there when that appeared, yeah, that needs to be set to 4 ticks. Both of them has to be set to 4 ticks. And now we are going to be having the exact thing we wanted. You can see that 0 tick synchronizes. Good. So we've gotten our opening done. We can actually fill the blocks over here, because there's not going to be any more circuitry over here. We just need to do our closing. We already got our first pulse, and then here, and then we just need our second pulse, and that is going to be like this. Place an observer here facing upwards, place an observer again over there. You're going to place your sticky piston with an observer facing inwards, another sticky piston over here. That's going to just push this thing over here, and that's just going to give this piston a power to actually give a pulse. This is actually needed. This is why we need this piston right here to be updated by this piston right there. If the bottom piston updates, we can't have our closing and we can't have our opening as well, so that's gonna be bad. So from this to tick repair, again do the same thing. Observer up to like that and like this, and your sticky piston and observer facing inwards. And then from here, earlier you guys can see that we had this observer. We are going to make our closing in lime, so here's place a block over here in front of the observer, and then place another sticky piston. And let me just let me just break this thing real quick. Place observer facing into this block. So we are almost done for the closing. Let me just break this, because we need to use the space down below here. You just want to place, okay, this is why I was wrong. We need to place this one tick repeater on an observer, placing downwards and over here. And this actually needs to be this is why this needs to be a slab, because we are going to have a sticky piston over here with an observer on this path out. So this needs to be over here when the door is open. So when it closes, we actually need this piston to update this piston, because this piston right when it's over, this piston there when it's up over here is going to fire 2 pulses, and that 2 pulses is not going to be enough to fire this block over here. So and with that 2 pulses, this piston is not going to be updated, and that's not going to extend. And that's why we need this system right here to update that. And this actually needs to be timed perfectly, because if it doesn't, it's going to break this side. I don't know why. So we have gotten that thing. We have gotten our 3 pulses, 1, 2, 3, and then we just need our 4th pulse, last pulse, and that's going to be from here. This is why this is really important, and this actually needs to be placed on an observer, and that's not going to be doing anything because it's already constantly powered from this lever. And finally, just place an observer inside here. So there's going to be a full closing. Fantastic. Oh my god, you can actually watch this all day long. Wait, my mouse dead. So you guys can see we have already gotten our closing done and our opening like that. Everything moves in synchronized fashion. Everything moves very, very quick. And yeah, it's really, really amazing. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and if you guys find another complication in this door, just ask me in my comments. Yeah, you're gonna have to comment to get this door to work on you if you have any complications, or if I got something wrong. And yeah, hopefully you guys can make it.